You're so
those grounds.
That's crunchy, man. You could chew on that coffee.
Well, as you guys can see, it's the next day.
It got dang cold.
Yeah.
It's definitely wet.
Yeah. So we ended up having just about as windy a day as you can get on the Madison River. Gusts of over 30, pretty consistent, pushing 15. Still had a really nice float. Like, I would take that weather over the weather we're about to get any day.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we we pull into the ramp, as Murphy was saying, and I forgot the motorcycle helmet, so had to scramble for a shuttle. And then by that point, we were checking the weather. We were like, where do we go next? Do we try and stay out here, or do we bounce? And now we're in Livingston.
Yeah, we're in Livingston. We kind of came up with the concept that we're not going to get away from the suck. It's going to suck. It's going to be tough conditions. But how much suck can we avoid? And we thought pulling an audible and doing our day 3 and 4 float would be better to do as 2 and 3, and then pop back over to Ennis to round out the final float of the trip.
Yeah. So it was, yesterday, it was a pretty good day. We started off with brutal rain. So that was a bummer. Unexpected rain. We all had to wake up at like 4:50 in the morning, and just like run around and scramble. There was stuff everywhere. We just weren't expecting it.
Yeah,
No,
it was not fun. It was like, what's the next that's gonna happen? Kind of worried about snow even. We've had spots
that's
here
tomorrow.
and there.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely want to keep things dry and keep ourselves comfortable as much as possible.
as much as possible, because today, supposedly, last time we had reception and could check the forecast, was going to be noon or 1 by the time we'd start seeing some rain, and then the cold front was going to hit, and then tonight is going to be brutal. So
Frigid cold.
we'll see.
Yeah.
Might be 3 of us in the rooftop tent back there. We'll see. It's going to be
Might be tight.
it's going to be cold. But yeah, so the float on the Madison though was
Well, we gotta start with camp.
yes,
Before we even
okay, yeah,
left
I'm
from camp.
skipping, yeah.
We got like quick breakfast once the rain finally stopped. We were like sitting under a tarp, cussing the rain, just essentially like sipping coffee like 3 angry old men.
Pretty much, yeah.
And then we finally got the chance to pack up and get out of there. And you guys saw the footage of pulling into that campsite. So just imagine that plus an overnight rain and going uphill instead of downhill. Needless to say, mistakes were made.
It was slippery.
We should have never gone down there.
No, nothing was broken, and nobody was hurt, which was good. But things got very dirty and muddy
And dicey.
and dicey.
Yeah, we had to do multiple takes with the truck to get up different portions. We were doing hill slides. We were, the mud just caked the Nittos, and essentially I was just like slip and sliding up the hill. I can't believe we actually got up without like winching or airing down.
Yeah, I think it was an excellent display of outlanding skills.
I appreciate that. And
yeah.
Good job on the Jeep.
There was a lot of anxiety, so we didn't
man.
film all of it. We
Yeah.
filmed a little bit of it, and then when we realized we might be
We got real chaotic
we
for
might
a
be in a
second.
bad spot, we kind of stopped and had to get all hands on deck. So sorry for not showing all that, but
Yeah, I locked her into 4 low to try and get out, and then I needed a little more speed, so I bumped it into 4 high, but it got stuck in 4 neutral, and then I couldn't roll back or forth because the trailer was jackknifed. So
How that trailer did not get obliterated, didn't bend wheel wells.
Yeah.
You didn't blow the
She drove
trailer
straight
jack
after.
off. Nothing. Yeah, drove straight after. Yeah, I was surprised that the trailer axle wasn't bent at some capacity.
God.
The amount of soil that was stuck in the trailer jack wheel was as much as you possibly could get in it.
yeah,
I mean, in that, and then also at the hitch too, there was, I don't know, cantaloupe-sized wad of dirt in there. Like,
the hitch was probably a half foot underground at some of the angles that we were digging out because it was just like
digging.
Yeah.
Yeah, we excavated a new rut for the next folks that come down there. So sorry about that.
But anyways, we made it out. And then it was the task of doing our quick shuttle, which went really well, minus the part where I forgot the motorcycle helmet to leave it with the bike. And so, yeah, we dropped the bike off, then we drove back up to the Varney Bridge launch. Met some fine people up there who actually gave us a helpful pointer.
Yeah.
They mentioned that white was the color.
White was the color. So we put Alex on the helm first. You had a couple you had a couple of takes, didn't you? Right
Yeah.
there, you nymphed the beginning.
Yeah,
and
I
then tried
nymphed
a
the
little bit of
beginning.
streamer.
I wasn't completely sure that first nymph bite was an actual fish, but it looked like it.
I mean, it did the boom,
And then
boom,
he
boom.
brought his line back up and he was missing a bottom fly. So
Hey, who knows?
who knows?
Who knows?
Jury's still out. Alex had a bit of a day yesterday.
I had a bad day yesterday.
That's about all there is
I
to
had a
say
bad
about
day.
it.
Well,
You got probably like
After that first brown trout I lost,
yeah,
it just I couldn't feel the weight of it. I was a little bit behind
yeah.
where I needed to be, but it was not good. Yeah, I think I probably had 6 strikes that I could see. Never felt weight, but with one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it was tough. It was tough to watch, but Alex was a trooper and definitely put the time in and hours in to really try to make things happen. He wasn't really doing anything different than Jake or I in any capacity, but Jake and I were fortunate enough to connect on a handful of fish.
Yeah, I caught a couple just swinging streamers, which is like, that's all I'm gonna do this trip, to be honest.
Commit to
I'm
it.
so set in the streamer mindset
Yeah.
for this trip for whatever reason.
Yeah.
And then it was super cool. The first real nice fish of the river rat. We were drifting around. It took a turn, and then we had a nice cut, steep bank with some grass on it and a little log structure under there. Murph was up front. I was rowing him. I pulled him off the bank. He flips a cast out there with his little white streamer that his buddy Garrett made, and that rainbow just smoked it.
Oh, dude, it was incredible. That fish, I landed that cast right in his pocket, made this little eddy, and out from under the stump, I saw this big flash. Comes in, hits it, rod loads up, trout jumps like 3 feet in the air. I mean, it was the coolest jump I think I've ever maybe seen on a fish. So that was
landed belly like
oh, dude, yeah,
like a whale.
full-blown breached whale. Yeah, it was great fish. I still don't think we've hit that fabled 20-inch mark that we're trying to get for one of these fish for this send trip. But it was a really solid fish, and certainly my biggest non-Great Lakes steelhead rainbow trout to try to cover all my bases there. But it was good. I lost a really nice brown before that. And then probably, I would say the coolest fish of the trip was the tagged brown that I caught while nymphing.
Yeah.
So Jake fished a streamer through a nice run. There was something that we came up with yesterday.
I fished the streamer respectfully, so I didn't blow out the run.
And he said, quote, one of you nymphos get up there and throw your nymph in there. So I stepped up to the head of that and made a couple drifts and then hooked into maybe a 13-inch, 14-inch maybe if I'm generous, brown trout that had a little blue tag in it. And we saw a sign at the takeout that said, tag your it. And it showed a brown trout with a little blue tag. And I guess if you catch these fish with this blue tag, there was a handful of rivers. Maybe, I know the Madison, there was 3 other ones that they have this lottery system in where if you catch this fish with a blue tag, you get entered into a drawing for fishing gear or fishing trip. We haven't tagged that fish in yet, but pretty excited to see what comes of that. That's kind of sweet.
Yeah, it was
super neat.
When I saw that thing screaming across, I was like, "That's a cool looking." Oh, well, that's a tag fish.
You go, what's that blue thing on
It's got
there?
a blue stripe.
Yeah, I was like, "What the heck?"
Oh man, yeah. Most of the day, I was on the oars. I think Murphy got up front for probably a couple rounds on the casting platform.
I was up there for about 10 minutes yesterday.
Longer than 10 minutes.
15?
You were up there for like 45 minutes at least.
No,
Yeah.
because we did a half mile.
I was watching the clock.
We did a half mile in 45 minutes? I don't think so.
No, we did more
Because
than a half mile.
we swapped.
It's
I
neither
lost-
here nor there.
I lost that brown at 2.5 and then caught that rainbow at 3 in. And then hopped out. And I think I maybe hopped in when I was miraculously horribly failing at the oars and then hopped up for like...
That's when we stopped.
Yeah.
That's when we stopped and hit that little eddy. I was like, we all need to recalibrate here.
Yeah,
Take a second, maybe grab some food.
Oh
Yeah,
my
so
god. So
I'm-
yeah, Murphy hops on the oars for a little bit.
It was not good. I'll be
It
the
was
first to
hysterical.
admit I have had a ton of experience with a kayak and a canoe on rivers. I mean, I've been doing it my whole life. And the second you put me in those oars, I had no idea what was... I didn't know what was up, didn't know what was down.
We were spinning, we were going
Oh,
forward,
dude,
backwards.
yeah,
it was hilarious.
It was embarrassing because I was like, oh, I've been on a water my whole life. I'm gonna sit there and it's like, woo, down the river. And yeah, that was it was a nice slice of humble pie
We had to do
for your boy.
we had to do a quick scurry because he was coming up on a tree.
And I'm like, guys, I don't think I'm dodging that tree.
And we got this drift boater that's like expert angler.
Oh,
solo
dude, he was
float.
going by himself.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, he was by himself, and you could just see him chuckling, like, who is
yeah.
this idiot?
Because
Right?
Murphy and I, in the middle of a like quick run, are changing seats right before we get to this log so that I can take over and get us out of it.
It was embarrassing.
hysterical.
But, yeah. At least we didn't die or break the raft.
Yeah.
It's true.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
And then the rest of the day was pretty much just spent
Yeah.
trying to get Alex on that fish, but I mean, he had his follows. It's just we're
I
gonna
don't know.
connect today. That's gonna be the deal.
Yeah.
However, today it is gonna be we're doing 30 minutes each, and we're keeping a timer.
Let's do it.
We're just gonna
Yeah.
roll through.
Yeah.
One of you guys are gonna have to take the oars at some point.
I'm going to figure it out, damn it. It's like, it's a personal vendetta. You know, I thought the thing I really wanted for this trip was I want to catch a Yellowstone cutthroat. And now I'm like, I want to catch a Yellowstone cutthroat and not look like an idiot while I'm rowing.
Well,
so,
not that you want to put somebody else on a cutthroat while rowing. You want to be the
Yeah.
oh,
that's-
yeah,
that's
that's
the best way
way
to say
better.
it, yeah.
That's way better.
because then you sound cool.
Yeah, now I don't sound like an asshole.
But yeah, we got off the river and had that panic of not being able to run a shuttle. I thought I was going to have to drive 15 miles on 55-mile-an-hour roads with no helmet. Turns out there's like a million shuttle services there, so it was actually pretty easy to get one. And $40 later, we got 10 miles down the road. So, yeah, after that, Alex found a pretty dope bar that we went to.
Yeah, we went to the gravel bar. There was definitely some locals there. Shout out all the locals if you see this. It was
Don't hate
definitely,
us, please.
Yeah, don't hate us.
We like your place.
It was pretty
There
cool.
were some eyeballs going our ways as we
Yeah.
walked in.
Yeah.
So
Who are these
we did
kids?
see an absolute epic OG plate that said "Rip Lips."
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Probably
who the-
from like the 80s.
Who the
Yeah.
heck gets ripped lips? That's like as cool as it gets.
Yeah, that's sick.
We'll have to, I'll put a little photo of it up, but
You took a
Yeah.
picture of his ripped lips plate.
Oh,
You're
I
going to
for
post
sure
it.
did.
Oh,
Yeah.
there you
oh, he
go.
wants to show it off.
I'm sure he does.
Yeah, it was sick. I mean, after that, though, we just had a 2-hour putts out to where we are now, which is just outside of Livingston. Figured out a decent little spot to camp at. We thought it was an open campground.
Dog, it was ratchet camp.
It's not an open campground. So we ended up just pulling off like randomly in forest land. We had people driving past us. There was somebody last night. I heard a car drive past us, so I sat up. They stopped about 100 yards ahead of us, and then I hear footsteps walking towards us, and I'm like, what the heck? And I'm peeking out, and I see a camera flash go off, and I'm like, huh, okay, as long as you're not going to walk over here and say something to us. And then they just drove away.
It was
So-
like 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, 3 in the morning. So I'm wondering if it was just like a ranger popping in, just taking a photo of our rig, making sure we're not going to keep doing that. They're pretty tolerant for, a one-nighter, and we're not trying to be disrespectful. So it was just a little weird.
It was
Yeah.
a bit off-putting, yeah.
Yeah.
Throughout the night, we were hearing some stuff. I thought I had heard some hooves on the concrete. These guys say I'm crazy. Alex was hearing weird birds chirping. We were kind of going delusional last night, but
Yeah, we woke up to more rain this morning.
yes, which was also, again, unexpected and not forecasted, which has been the theme so far for our morning rains.
Yeah,
So I think now at this point, we're just going to expect morning rains.
yeah, and yeah, that's pretty much the day that we had. We're hoping for a bigger fish day today. We want numbers. We got to get Alex on the board.
Yeah.
Everybody needs to get a Yellowstone cutthroat because we are fishing the Yellowstone River. So we hope you guys enjoyed episode 1. We're hoping for more fish in episode 2. Maybe we get some decent weather for half the day. Maybe not. We'll see. But we'll catch you guys out on the water. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.